Feeling a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Well there. Hello, everybody. How we doing tonight? Oh, I forgot that link was up. That's all right. I'll fix that after. So hopefully everybody is doing really good today. And yes, Miss Nikki Jacobs is in the chat room. But she is, not feeling so good. So yeah, so she won't be on tonight. So hopefully next month she'll be back on. So I was, looking through all my paperwork, trying to figure out, okay, what I was going to do, Nikki, and I know what I'm doing next week. And I'm trying to figure out, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So I'm sitting here and I'm really thinking about this. And as I'm thinking about what do I want to talk about today? I don't know if I want to do readings. What do I want to talk about? And then it hit me. So we're going to have some philosophical conversations today. But yeah, I'm still waiting for the carpal tunnel. I have carpal tunnel, so a little hard to shuffle. So we're going to do a little bit of chat here today. So welcome to Swans Flock. This is Raven. How you doing? So how many people out there had a good Mother's Day? Did you all have a really good Mother's Day out there? As you get older, you kind of think about what's really important in life. Memories. As we get older, our memories of family has become more and more important as you grow. Because once an individual passes, it's extremely difficult to pull that back in. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm very happy you got to see your mom and your grandmom. That's awesome. My mom, however, has passed. So my grandmother too. So yes, I'm the crazy elder of the family. Figure that one out. So I know this poor family. So you discover that memories kind of mean more to you than anything. Think about that, guys. Memories. I know you've been ill, honey. Don't worry. You keep getting better and better. I'm not doing readings tonight because, this is throwing me off a bit and I'm very about being accurate. So I thought we could have a conversation. Hello, Kendra Manad. So I thought we could sit here and we could talk and about, Mother's Day, about your weekend, about, think of it this way. When we're younger and we have kids, we think, oh my God, Mother's Day is coming. It's my day off. It's my day off. It's my day off. And you can't wait. And you want to go to a spa and you want to take time to yourself and you want to do something and you want to do all these things, especially because you have all of these children. And it's like, I need time. And when you get older, you're like, where are my kids? My kids can't come. Damn, some are in Florida. Some are working. Why are my kids here? And don't you find that kind of hilariously ironic? The whole thing is ironic Because when you are younger and you're a parent, you have all these kids running around, you just want 5 minutes to yourself. Or better yet, you want to go to the bathroom by yourself without somebody, hi, hi. It's like, oh my God, I'm never getting a moment alone. You can't breathe. And it's like, oh my God. And then you turn around and now it's like, damn, I wish they were here. I wish I could have gone seen them. I wish I could have done something. I mean, I had a nice day, but you know, talking to children and grandchildren on the phone, I love it. It's just not the same. It really isn't the same, guys. It is not. So, yeah, so it's a little iffy. So who do we still got in this room right now? So, we got, yeah, I remember. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God, guys, grow up, grow up, grow up, grow up. You can't wait to potty train them, and you feel like, yeah, that's it. And the next thing you know, they're teenagers. They go from, I want my mommy around to, oh my God, get away from me, woman. You're embarrassing me, is what you get nonstop. That's what you get. So you bounce all over the place from one extreme to the other. When you're younger, it's like, oh my God, get away from me. Please don't. I need 5 minutes to myself. This is my day. I'm not cooking and doing dishes. To, oh my God, there's no dishes in the sink. There's nothing to do. Yes. Yes. I mean, I used to call my mom every day. My sister called my mom all the time. I used to be my mom's caregiver before she passed. But it's very working with that. I'm trying to get this off. Thank you. It's very it's a little hard because there's a thing here that so I can't move my wrist. So it's been a challenge. Oh my God, guys, seriously. When you are not ambidextrous and you function off of one hand that is not your dominant hand, oh my God, you get a challenge by everything. I mean, I'm going to let you in on a secret here, guys, okay? And I don't care who knows this, but do you have any idea how hard it is to go to the bathroom with your non dominant hand? You figure you go down, you do your business, you clean up, right? Easy peasy. Not so much with your non-dominant. This is my dominant hand, okay? My dominant hand is the one I'm having an issue with. So, yeah, trying to do it the other way, not so good. But you wing it and you get it and you keep going. That's what you do. Oh my goodness. So, think of it, I know it's a funny situation. It really is, guys. It's extremely funny situation. Don't forget to share us out. And if you need the link for the chat, I don't see anybody in here right now. So let's see if I can throw that link in there right there. Where is it? No, we're good on everything right now. Facebook groups. Where is it? There it is. All right, go to copy link address. Let go. Yeah, so it's been a little weird here and there. This is for if anybody is over on the Rift, on the Travelers of the Rift page. If you're not able to, if you have not done so yet, make sure you give Restream permission to chat. So I'm sitting there and I'm going over it. I'm looking. And I'm looking, and I know what this is from. I'm moving boxes I'm not supposed to. I get a kid right upstairs on the 11th floor. Do I get yelled at all the time? So tell me, what else did you guys do this weekend? We had an awesome weekend. I really didn't have anything planned. Next week, though, oh my God, next week, you're not gonna want to miss this because I am dressing up in costume to read you guys tales, but not just any tales. the real fairy tales. Yes, the real Celtic fairy tales. So I thought it would be kind of fun and kind of interesting to take a step back and have a little laughter and get dressed up and let you guys laugh at me as I'm dressed up. And we can go, I can tell you, I can make up stories and tell you that is what I can do. So it's pretty awesome the way that we think about it. God, my hand is killing me. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even know if I can do readings because, like I said, I got a little bit of pain here. So we're going to find out, see if we can figure out what's going on. Yeah, I am not getting anything. So we're just going to continue to chat and find out what's going on. Now, what's the one subject you guys kind of wanted to always learn about? Because, yeah, I'm doing little kid stories. JR has made me an awesome headdress, and I have literally, I got armbands, I got feathers, I've got all kinds of stuff that I'm going to put on for next week, and we're going to go to town and we're going to listen to some old fairy tales. Now these are the old Celtic fairy tales, not what you originated, but they're actually the real fairy tales, not the sugar coated ones that people talk about today. So that's going to be quite interesting. And then I'm hoping in a couple of weeks I can get back in and start doing some readings again. Even if I might have to have JS sit here and do shuffling for me. Like, I can't seem to shuffle the deck because I'm not ambidextrous here. So I mean, it's like big and throw it in a big circle or something and pick a card. Or better yet, maybe I should pull my runes out if I knew where I backed them. I could pull my runes out, but I normally don't read with runes. So, what's a subject you guys would like to learn about? Would you like to learn about runes? Do you want to do some candle magic? What's a topic that you guys are extremely interested in? Think about that. What topic are you interested in? I mean, there's so much happening in the world right now. There really is. There's a lot going on, but it seems that when things are happening and they're posted on Facebook, it's never happening in the area you're from. So that's ironically weird. Like the supposedly there is a supernova. What was it was in Japan? There's um there's a supernova earthquake up in Japan that's supposed to be active right now, and California supposedly had a was it a 7.0 earthquake. Now, here's the things: if anybody is from California, I'd love to know if there was actually an earthquake out there, because you get, and it was a test that was done a while ago. Like, you'll watch something on the news, okay? Then you jump from channel to channel to channel to channel, and the next thing you know, they're all saying the same thing, or they're all saying the same joke. They're all following each other. It's like, wow. Okay. So if that's happening on the actual news, how much of what it is that we research and read on Facebook is actually true, and how much is false? Okay. Now, supposedly, because, my man, I love him to death. He's a conspiracy theorist, always comes up with these really awesome, like, videos and topics and things to talk about. So it was like, all right, you know what? Let me get into one of these. He was actually looking into a couple of different things. Now, this is an interesting fact he found out today before we get into what was released from the Vatican, and we'll see if anybody's actually heard about that. Do you know, if you purify your body, like say you go on a whole fruit diet for a week, do your eye color changes? What you're doing is, they're saying that they're saying active earthquake areas were major earthquakes in California, and one that rattled folks in Mount Region. It was five something. Thank you. So they're saying that if you go on and you purify your system, because you figure there's a lot of chemicals out there right now. And I don't know how you guys feel about this. Is there chemicals in the food? Is there not? Is there good chemicals, bad chemicals? I mean, there's like organic and non organic, but say you're switching to organic fruit for a week and you're purifying just to purify your system, no chemicals, all organic, or something you've grown from your garden. They're saying that you can actually lighten and change your eye color. Now, there was a lady on YouTube, and I don't exactly know the name, or I don't have the link up right now at the moment, but she was going on this fruit diet for like a week, and her eyes went from deep brown to almost like a hazel with like a tint of green and like tint of blue in them. And it was a really interesting story, both good and bad in foods. Yeah, it really is. So there's a lot of things out there, but from what the research she did, and she kind of ran into it by accident, and then she looked it up, and that's when she found out, if we get the chemicals out of our systems and we purify them a little bit more, what's going to happen is not only our bodies are going to be healthier, but she discovered that she has like a blue hue in her eyes. Now my eyes, they're hazel. You can't really tell online at all. And I wear glasses, so it's hard to see. But yes, I have very light hazel eyes, which it's very difficult to see. But but I eat a lot of raw vegetables. I don't eat cooked vegetables. And a lot of times I'll do the organic, or I'll buy organic, and I will grow the organic vegetables right in my house, is what I do. So, yeah, I do have maybe a purification type thing going on here, but not, don't get me wrong. I mean, heck, I'm into junk food too, just like everybody else, but I don't go to town on the junk food. But they say purifying your system is something that's good. Another way to actually purify your system is through frequencies. Certain frequencies. Now, these are all things he's actually looked up that I've got to start writing down and researching, because some of the topics that he picks are so interesting. I wish I could get him online with me, but yeah, he doesn't do cameras. He doesn't do cameras at all. But that was quite interesting. But there has been several things that were released from the Vatican. Now, has anybody actually heard about this? Has anybody out there heard some of the photos and pictures that actually were released from the Vatican? These come directly from the Vatican themselves. I don't know if anybody has caught any wind of that or any news of that whatsoever. So in the 90s, I did extensive juicing with fruits and veggies. And yeah, that can actually change the color of your eyes. Mine went blue. See? Yes. Okay. So that's something you find right on Facebook. That's true. Now let's find out if this next story. That's what we're going to do today. Okay. I'm going to tell you all the information I find out. If you guys actually have some of the information, let's do this. Okay. Now, according to some of the information that I have found through Mr. JR, there has been a lot of things released from the Vatican. Okay, and again, it's not any bad about religion. It's not about religion. This is literally nothing about religion. This is about the different types and species. There's been photographs going around, and again, they go around Facebook, the internet, TikTok. They've been going on around all over the place. That you find these, like, we'll take one for instance. Okay, we'll take the lookalike Sasquatches, and again, there's different types of Sasquatches, which we know that, but they actually had photos where the Sasquatches back in the day and the human beings down in here, the Sasquatches were extremely tall and they were down here, but the humans and the Sasquatches used to get along. Now, there's actually pictures of many different ones. Some have more of like the ape look, some are more hairy, some are less hairy. Some of the Sasquatch pictures that actually came out had slightly more human faces, not really gorilla faces, just, a little bit more hairy than others. So that is like one of the things that have been going around. That also ties into the giants. Now, also from the Vatican, this all comes from the Vatican. Also from the Vatican, there were pictures of I don't know if they were photoshopped because it was nothing that I actually downloaded and looked at. But according to some of the photos that I've actually seen, these individuals, the lampposts, where you light them through the oil, they were as tall as the lamppost, and they were dressed and clothed, and they were walking along the side of, our average height individuals. Now, this was something maybe back when the first, it must have been when the first cameras come out. So I'm not sure when the actual first black and white cameras came out, if anybody knew that. So that was back then. So if that's the way that they were, a couple more pictures supposedly, because I'm not sure. Now, supposedly a couple of more pictures that were released from the Vatican was a woman actually getting a new dress on. Now, this new dress, she was, of course, she was what we call giants, or extremely tall, over 10 feet, a very tall individual, and she was getting sized for dresses as well. You go back to, like, they call them Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant was extremely tall. He was very tall for his particular height. Now, these pictures and videos and things that do come out of the Vatican, what the heck just happened? These pictures and things that actually come out of the Vatican, oh my goodness, because I'm not doing anything right now and nobody's talking, so my computer went, sleep time. So these things actually coming out of the Vatican, do you feel that this is accurate information and stuff that they supposedly hid from us? Or do you feel it's something that other people were photoshopping? Now, I do believe that some of the things from the past are coming forward, and there's a reason for that. I didn't know until recently, but there are various types of Sasquatches. I've categorized, let's see, up to etc. Almost 4 types. Yeah, there are actually different types, and I think the photos, if I can find that video, I'll send it to you after, so you can check it out. But supposedly from the Vatican, these are going and back and back and back. So we're saying Sasquatches. Now, us as individuals and human beings, we have many different nationalities. So why doesn't the Sasquatch have many different nationalities? Okay, seriously. Now, all these other things, when you think back to, now you getting these pictures and these things that supposedly were, like I said, I'm going to say supposedly that were released from the Vatican. Okay, now here's my other question. Okay, here's my other question with this. There is also in China, and again, we're not in China, are we? We're not in China at all. In China, I think it was about a year ago, they were crossbreeding lizards and supposedly bone DNA that they found of dragons. Now, supposedly China has kind of like good decent size, a good decent size of dragons right now. So, but again, why does it, when something happens, it never happens around where we are? Like, I've experienced one minor earthquake. I just thought somebody blew something up because I grew up next to a quarry, so house rumbling to me is normal. But when something like this happens, it's never happening near where we are. It's always happening where we're not. So this is how much of what's being reported is the truth and how much is fabricated. Okay. Yes, you can literally, people are very talented as far as computerized animations and things. So I'm not sure. I don't know anybody that has actually seen that. But there was also an article in there was an article on one of the news sites I was on, and there was bones that actually washed up, actual bones. Now, here's the interesting part of this, okay? These bones look like almost like a human skull, except like really, really sharp teeth, hands, and fins at the bottom, like a mermaid. Now, I assumed because of the way that the hands were, they were almost like webbed. So, but I'm assuming that they were webbed. So this is what? Mermaids. Okay. So now let's just take this a step further, okay? So now right now we're into some of the history from our past, or is it our past? Is it because of what was happening with CERN and the shift and all the energy that's been shifting, and the way that some of us are really opening, are a lot more of us actually opening, that we're seeing what we did not see before? Or have we shifted? We go into that Mandela effect. When you shift, there's always a Mandela effect. I mean, when I grew up, Monopoly had a monocle. Okay, everywhere I look, even the older games, when I go to Savers to look for the older games, there's no monocle. Monopoly had a monocle. So there are certain things that I remember from, certain things I will remember. Not everything, but I remember certain things. And I know that there was, in the way that Looney Tunes was spent. And these things have actually come up. So we're talking about this now because of CERN and because of the shift that we just recently went through. When we went through this shift, these new plants, okay? So, yeah. So, because of these new plants that are being found, Monopoly had a monocle. Yep. Yeah, he did. He did. And everybody is saying Monopoly never had a monocle. And every time I look at an old game, it was not there. Every old game, there's no monocle on Monopoly. Yeah, it's really weird. Really, really weird. All right. I like that movie Genie. The Genie movie with Sinbad. Nice. Yeah, one of the movies, he says he never acted in it either. This is all part of the Mandela effect. We shifted. Like there's been some actors out there who have like no idea. It's like, I never played that. I never did that. They did, and people have videos of it. But if we're shifting, so as we shift, as we continue to shift and grow and grow and grow, okay, and our minds are opening up, are we actually seeing what has been there, or are we shifting into a universe where it has already been? Is that what it is? Are we actually shifting into a universe where these particular things are normal? But because they know that a part of us shifted along with the opening into different worlds, like when I talked about Yggdrasil, the tree of life, I talked about the 7 different realms. Okay, there are many different levels of us, of the earth, of the universe. There are several different levels of that. So because we have so many different levels, as we're shifting, or as the world is shifting, or as our energy is shifting into another body, because this is our shell, it's our spirit that shifts. Some things are normal, some things might be slightly off. So certain things are different and certain things aren't. Like, have you guys ever run into somebody? Okay, you run into an individual and they say, "Oh my God, yeah, I can't believe you did that back and you did this, you did that," and you have no memory of this. No memory whatsoever that you ever did anything like this. But people swear up and down that you did it. Now, this is somebody that a normal person doesn't make up stories, not that, but they're convinced. Convinced. Yeah, it's where deja vu comes from. Exactly. They're convinced that you did this, but you didn't. Maybe the other you did. Now, the other you, because, and again, this goes beyond double gangers, is what we're talking about here. We're talking about something that goes way beyond double gangers. What we are talking about is our spirit. As we open our spirit up more and more, we transcend into alternate or other universes as we grow, or we drop as we don't pay attention. So the more open we are, the more positive we are. These are important aspects of it. We continue to go. Now we're moving from this realm to this realm to this realm to that realm as you grow. So, yes, things change. Things change. Now, supposedly, there was a universe, and again, these are individuals I talk to. I don't really give out names sometimes of these people, but there was an individual that talked that said in the universe where it was what Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I think they were running for president, but in the lower, I guess, I know this is going to sound bad, but this is just what I've heard. This is hearsay. This is for entertainment purposes only, guys, just to make you think and keep you positive. From what I heard, um, there was one where Donald Trump didn't win, Hillary Clinton won, and something actually happened to that world. So the people from that world were actually the ones that were open, were actually pushed up into another realm, is the way that it was explained to me. So sometimes situations and things happen where we're either being pushed or pulled into another world. Now, how many of you have felt that pull at night? You're sitting there, you're laying down, okay? You're chilling out, and all of a sudden you feel like you're being pulled, or you have what I like to call a waking dream of an alternate realm. How many other realms have you been to? Lately, I have been visiting the same one, and it's the same one JR has been visiting too. So there's two other realms that I visit right now. So it's kind of really interesting when you think about it. Hmm. All right, so, and again, if this has happened to you, let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's get this going. Let's open up conversation to the total abnormal and interesting. Now, one of the alternate universes I do visit at night actually own a house. Me and JR, we own a house. Pretty cool. Now, am I traveling in the future, or am I traveling to an alternate universe? Because I look like this and I'm not a millionaire. Well, I don't have this on. So, yeah. So when I travel, this isn't here, but I don't wear it in bed. So that's, neither here nor there. So that's one of them. I actually have a house. There's a lot of grass. I can actually see. I can see where the garage is. I haven't really been in the house much. I'm more in the office type setting a lot. When I do visit, I seem to be in the office a lot. Um, but the weird thing is no plants there. It's literally straight grass, no plants. It's weird. Hey, Cheryl. So now that's one of them. Now the other one that I go visit, we are in a two-bedroom apartment, a nice large two-bedroom apartment, but we're in a two-bedroom apartment. We're also shifting. Yes, Miss Nikki's not feeling too well today. So, and I have carpal tunnel, so I've been in a little pain. So we're actually talking about ascending and alternate universes, and a lot of interesting topics is what we're talking about. So if you missed anything, you could always recap and go back. It'd be kind of interesting. So hello, Velma. Hello, Cheryl. Let's see who else. I thought we had, oh, no, Brola, just Velma. So these alternate places and alternate universes, are they, what are we doing? Are we visiting alternate universes? Now, I dream and I wake up, but when I fall asleep, I'm like a crash dummy, I swear to God. He could get up and down all night and I wouldn't feel a thing. I really wouldn't. So it's really quite interesting. But he is actually teaching himself right now. So evidently, this is something you can learn. He is teaching himself how to wake up when he visits. When he visits another place, he wakes up and he makes himself pay attention to look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, and look at different things. So, my God, this bloody thing today keeps wanting to go out. So, what he's doing is he keeps looking at different things. So, he'll pay more and more attention. Now, the issue with me is when I sleep deep. So I don't remember. I remember the dreams, but I'm not remembering whether or not I was awake in them or if I was asleep. Now, again, hey, Howie. So, and again, when we're doing this, guys, are we dreaming about a wish or or are we literally visiting ourselves in a different universe? Or are we getting ready to travel to that universe that will be our new norm? Or are we progressing? And this is it. What are we doing? Yes, I have tons of things that I feel like really happen, but IDK if it was a dream. Exactly. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Yes, Miss Nikki Jacobs is not feeling too well, and I'm not doing readings today because my carpal tunnel is really acting up and it's bothering me, and I'm a perfectionist. So, okay, so this is the thing. Are you dreaming it or did you visit? How much can you actually remember? Like I said, JR, then again, he's from the Mem tribe. He's a very old, old tribe. So he has a lot of like magic in his family and a lot of spiritualness. So he has a lot of that, which is awesome because that's what makes us mesh real well, that he's actually teaching himself how to stay awake in his dreams or how to when he's in, and he knows because he could feel that he's literally in someone else's, he's in his own body but in a different realm. So he's gotten that far advanced that I really find that extremely interesting as we chat on this tonight. Anybody have any feelings about this? Now, we have talked so far about, we've talked about some of the photos that have been leaked from the Vatican about the giants and about the Sasquatches, and we're going way back because these are the old photos that most ghost hunters would love cameras like that if they had a place to process it, because those you're really going to see a lot of those. So those were very older photos. Um, yeah, there's been a lot of leaks there, but as far as us themselves, in order for us to be able to transcend, in order for us to grow, we need to do certain things. Okay, yes, we can sit there and we can listen to um meditated tapes. Yes, we can do that. We can work with frequencies, but the hardest thing to do is to stay positive, especially in a negative situation. You have to, as individuals, or we have to, not you, we have to learn how to shift. Okay, we have to shift our thinking. Okay. So I'm in the middle of packing and unpacking. What the heck does that mean? Well, yeah, it's a very frustrating thing. Very, very frustrating. So rather than getting frustrated and irritated that they're still not downsizing me to the one, but yet they're supposed to be doing it right away, it drives you nuts. Yes, we're doing it. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. So rather than get irritated, okay, let's take time to reorganize, reset things up, go through things, learn to shift the way that I was thinking. So I shifted it. Like when the Rift took a break. What did the Rift do? What did we do, Rift Nation? We shifted. We took experiences from individuals and we shifted into something different. And that's what happens when we're sleeping. We sometimes travel and shift. Now, there are individuals out there that can actually travel to the past, and there are those that do visit different realms. Okay. So we're talking about the alternate fantastic. I like, thank you. This I'm winging it today because I couldn't do readings and Nikki is sick, so I figured my man has sent me a bunch of topics here, so I figured I would just pick one. Nikki's not feeling good. Don't worry, she'll be back next week. I am not up to par when it does to um readings right now because I just found out I have carpal tunnel and that's why my finger was going numb. So yay! So it's a little painful, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. But you know what? Never give up. Never ever give up. Always go forward. Okay. So yeah, Nikki, go rest, honey. Feel better. No worries. So how many out there have felt like you have actually seen yourself is the easiest way to put it. You have seen yourself, but in a different setting. Now, we're not talking deja vu yet, because I have a theory on deja vu. Right now, I'm talking about different settings, different realms. You do it in dreams. Okay, most of the time, you can travel in dream or during meditation. Okay, it's a feeling like you're, and the easiest way to put it is I went, okay, it was one night and I was really comfortable and I knew that I was being visited. And yeah, I got a couple theories on deja vu there. So I was being visited by the blues is what I like to call them, and they told me they were going to take me to another realm. Well, let me tell you something. I grabbed him. And he literally woke up. I literally grabbed, not him physically, I grabbed his spirit and started dragging it with me. So, but he said, "Oh my God." And he's like, "Did that really?" Because he was like, "Did that really?" Yes, it did. I took you with me. So it was really quite interesting. So there is, as far as deja vu, because we got 15 minutes left, so we can get into the deja vu. Now, deja vu, okay, is deja vu you reliving situations you've already lived, or did you shift up into another universe and some of the things you're doing you have already done? Did you shift back? It's like, okay, I shifted back. When I shifted into a new universe, I shifted a few months back. So it's like, and every now and then that's like, okay, wait a minute, I've already done this. Wait, I know I did this. And it's like, is that it? So sometimes I feel that when we shift or when we visit alternate universes, alternate us, okay, I feel we've already seen that. We've either visited there or we've shifted. Which one do you think it is? This could be, like I said, you went, you visited, you seen yourself doing this, or you seen yourself with someone doing this. Because JR and I had deja vu 2 days in a row. He's sitting there, he's like, oh my God, deja vu. We already did this. We watched this. We never watched that episode before. I got that slot, especially conversation. I get that. Oh, you get that a lot? In conversation. Yeah, deja vu in conversation. Deja vu. So think about this for a minute. Okay. So are you living an experience you've already lived or living an experience you've already seen? Now, if you've already lived that experience and you've grown enough spiritually to travel into your other self, up to the next realm. Like instead of 3D, you're seeing 4D and then 5D and then 6D. So as we travel up, we're seeing more and more and more because we are not the only Earth. Yes, like it's less. Exactly, Chris. Like you have already lived it, you've already done it. Exactly. Exactly. It's like I went to Salem for the first time. When I left Salem, I cried. I felt like I was leaving my home. And I never went to Salem before. Never been to Salem. That was the first time I went. And when I left, I actually blubbered like a moron because it literally felt like I was leaving my home to a place I've never been. So, was I there in a different time? Or was I there in an alternate universe, in an alternate Earth? So that's the thing. You may experience deja vu in conversations, relationships, events in lifetimes, on billboards, on locations. Exactly. Exactly. So, and that's it. And you think about this. Think about it. What am I doing? Did I already live it? Am I going back in time? Am I going forward in time? What am I doing? Okay. So we could possibly be ascending forward because that's what ascending is. But are we ascending just our being, or are we actually growing and moving into a higher realm of a different earth in our other self? People talk about double gangers. Okay. If you see a double ganger, ooh, or if you see a double ganger, yay, everybody has a different theory about that. This is also called universal connection on universal law and religion. Yes, universal. Exactly. Because we are traveling up from realm to realm to realm. I have no idea what it's called. I just know this is what they tell me to say. And then I get going, and you know me, Howie, I don't know how to shut up. But that's interesting. So, Mr. Howie Odell, connection in universal law. Huh. Yeah, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. That's the way I've always put it. So, in order for us as individuals to grow, we got to let go of the crap. We really do. We have to let go of the negativity because you're holding yourself back by holding on to that. Okay, think about this for a minute. If an individual has done you wrong, okay, this is the individual that's done you wrong, okay? This, hello, Natasha, this is you. Now, you will continue to remember and remember and remember. Now, the one that did you wrong won't even think about it. They'll let it go like it never happened. So, what's going to happen? This person's going to positively think everything's okay, but this one, you are going to start going down and down and down. What happens when we go down? We get depressed, we get anxious, we have melancholy, because what's happening is what you're doing is you are giving your power to the person that hurt you by remembering the pain and how you felt. So think about that for a minute. If you allow the one that hurt you constantly remember everything. You constantly still have that emotion. This individual here, the one that hurt you or the one that did the bad thing, this is the one that's not going to feel nothing of it. Okay, they might crash land this way somewhere eventually, but you're the one that's actually going to feel it. So that is going to bring the negativity in. That's going to bring in the negativity. It's going to bring in the depression. It's going to bring in the anxiety. It's going to bring in that feeling of loss, that feeling of, why am I here? I can't do this. That's what it's going to bring in. That's what you don't want. We have to maintain that positive being, that positive attitude. Let it go. And I know some things are harder to let go than others, but trust me, from someone who let go of some really bad stuff, you can do it. You can let it go. You can move on. You know why? Think better of yourself. Like yourself more. Oh, God, maybe not that hand. Like yourself more. Love yourself more. Know that you're worth it. Know that you are the best. You are what? Number one. Bingo, Chris. You are number one. Nobody else can be you but you. You are the best you can be. Believe in that. Absorb that. Bring that with you and allow yourself to, hey, Renee, renow yourself. See, Renee comes on and I go, renow. Allow yourself right now to literally continue growing. Let go of the bad stuff. Let go of fear. Believe it or not, fear is a negative emotion. Fear is normal, guys. It really is. A lot of people suffer fear on a daily basis. Just work through it. Face your fears. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you. I don't care if it's a shirt you've had in your closet that your great aunt Millie's dog's uncle's stepson gave you. If you're not going to wear it, there's no purpose to it. Yes, memories are really good, but if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't bring you joy, okay? No joy, no happiness, and you know you probably won't even touch it or do anything about it for a year, it's not worth having around, because clutter also creates negativity. Clutter creates negativity. Yeah, that it does. Yep, clean out your closet. That's exactly it. Cleaning out your closet. Just like what was that artist my son used to listen to? Eminem. He did his song clearing out his closet. He didn't mean to hurt anybody, he just needed to clear out his closet. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to clear out this closet. You need to clear out this closet. Okay? And you need to clear out all of this stuff here. Clear it out. Let it go. It's the past. Live for now. Move now and forward. Your past is what creates who you are, or how. Come clean. I'll come clean your closet. So your past is what created who you are, but it doesn't define who you are now. It doesn't define you as an individual. It's who you are, why you react a certain way. But it's not truly your soul. It's not who you are as an individual. So, this has been a little bit of deep philosophical conversations here today. And if you've missed any part of the show, please feel free to go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Remember the Rift Nation. We are a nation. We are one. We are all here to help you guys. Now, next week, I want to have a little fun. Okay? So, next week, you don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. I am going full dress costume, and I will be reading you guys true fairy tales dressed up in costume. Yep. because I think every now and then we need to have some fun. We need to have some good time. My man has worked on the headdress for me. So, I mean, I'm going to town, feathers and all. Yep. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to read some ancient Celtic fairy tales. Now, these fairy tales aren't for children, these are the real live fairy tales of ancient Celtic belief. So I thought I would have a good time, and I think that's what we're going to do next week. And don't forget, guys, tune in to the Rift Nation. Okay, whether you're following on Facebook or Twitch or Twitter or YouTube, whichever one it is, please. And if you ever have any questions for any of the hosts, send a message to the Rift Network. Let them know which host you want to talk to. Okay, whether it's I want to get a hold of say I want to get a hold of Howie on the Orion effect. Okay, this is for Howie on the Orion effect. Okay, he'll get that. He'll know the message is for him. Okay. You could do the same thing. Oh man, I really want to talk to Joni about astrology. Okay, so yeah, oh, I got a case she might be interested in. So contact Joni right there. We're all there. That means if the boys are here, Sue's voice, tell them that it's time to sleep. Don't worry, it's not going to be too dirty, but it's going to be fun. And that's the idea. So, tomorrow, rather than doing readings, rather than doing chatting and talking, not tomorrow, but next week, full dressed costume, gonna go to town, gonna have fun, and we're gonna read some nice Celtic fairy tales. And trust me, my book is this thick. So I will be able to do it again and again and again and again. And I'll be in full costume because it's something I've never done. And it's something I've always wanted to try. And you know what, guys? You only live once. I don't care if you're laughing at me or laughing with me. It doesn't matter as long as you're laughing. Okay, so spooky tales are coming next week. I'm very excited about that. That's right. This ain't your normal Tinkerbell. There's no awesome fairy tales here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a blast. Oh, I don't know if the ending was uploaded. Did we get the ending done? I forgot to ask. I did almost get the website done, so I don't see it yet. Oh, usually I'll upload it. Yeah, dummy. Oops. All right, guys. Peace out. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did tonight. Nikki will be back next month. She's a little under the weather, and don't forget, don't miss the fairy tales. Okay. So yeah, they're here, and get excited. That's right. Get really excited because it's going to be a lot of fun. You know what, guys? Dress up with me. Dress up in costume. Pick something and dress up. Okay, let's all have an awesome time next week. Let's all dress up. Say, well, I got to dress up because she told me to. See, that's it. I'm an old broad. I'm a mom. I'm a grandmother, and I told you to. Go ahead, dress up. It'll be fun. So we'll have a good time next week. Tell some stories. I'll do some creepy voices, and we're just gonna have an hour, a blast and laughs for an hour. So that's what it's all about with these creepy tales. All right. Peace, guys. Remember, I love you. I'm always here for you. Everybody on the Rift Nation is always here for you. So stay tuned. We do have more shows coming. More and more are coming to the network. So stay tuned. Don't miss a day. Always check out. Remember to hit the bell notification. If you're over on YouTube, hit the bell and subscribe over on YouTube. You can also hit the bell notification over on Facebook as well, if that's where you're listening to. But you want to get the notifications every time we go live. It's going to be a blast, okay? Peace. Love you guys. Good night.